Sounds good.
Oh, if we are running Cisco 1.
Do that again, please.
Cisco 1. Mr. Sisco, do you take the so-called energy crisis or oil crisis serious?
Well, obviously, the question of access to oil for the entire Western world, Western Europe, the United States, is of significance. This is one of the many of the complicated factors as it relates to our policy in the Middle East. We feel, for example, that the present status quo of the Middle East is not entirely satisfactory. The no war, no peace situation is unstable. And while the United States obviously does have a special relationship with Israel, we clearly view our overall interests as going beyond any one country in the area. We've got important political, economic, and strategic interests, so that there are a number of factors that are taken into account in our policy on the Arab-Israeli dispute, and obviously oil is one of them.
The Arabs say that you are not pursuing an even-handed policy in the Middle East. If there is an oil crisis, maybe not now, but on a far side, does that mean that the U.S. may be able to change its fundamental policies in the Middle East?
I expect no change in the fundamental policy of the United States for this reason. We have been actively in the forefront of trying to help the parties achieve progress towards an overall settlement. And our role, I think, has been a constructive one. We've approached it basically from the point of view of trying to help meet the legitimate concerns of both sides. Our problem today is simply this. We are ready, willing, and able to play a constructive role to try to help achieve a settlement based on the November 1967 Security Council resolution. But for the United States to play a constructive role, there has to be a negotiating process in train. And our efforts over the past months, our current efforts, our efforts in the future, will be directed towards how does one get the parties talking. And it's within this kind of a framework that the United States can be helpful, not only to one side, but to both sides.
But if the Arabs try to tighten oil production, that means if they wouldn't raise oil production and so on, and the needs of both Europe and the United States of America rose, could that lead to a change